Doobie-doo-doo, doobie-doo-doo.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Gauntlet, where we're basically doing Overwatch League news for now. I'm your host, Captain Zeus, followed by my lovely co-host, JT and Novaverse.
I miss CSGO.
Today, we have some pretty spicy news for once for the Overwatch League, and it's actually going to be good instead of why it's dying. We have the May tournament stuff going on here, or the May Melee, as the clickbait suggests. We have the rankings for the Asian tournament here. I'm going to pop that on the screen. You got Gung Zhao in first place. You get a little bye week going on. Hung Zhao in fourth, going against Seoul, who's in seventh. You got New York in third, going against Chengdu in fifth, and then Shanghai in second, going against London in sixth, which is a little interesting. And then they start off the matches this week with, Seoul versus Hung Zhao, Chengdu versus New York, London versus Shanghai, and then to finish the North American region qualifiers, you have Vancouver versus Toronto. So that's pretty spicy. In case you guys don't know what the heck the Melee tournament is, we have this 3 weeks, where all the teams just kind of battle against each other. All these wins do contribute for the rest of the season. It's the prize pool for like $225,000, and it's fun, I guess. I mean, that's really it. There's no hero pool implications. Is that
Sure.
Is that the word? I'm having a stroke. Good lord. No hero pools implied here. No hero pool. So they could triple tank if they took that roll queue off. And yeah.
I have some problems with this.
Oh, one more thing too. A lot of information going on here. We have the rankings for the North American side of it for the time being. You have San Francisco in first place, Florida in second place, Philly in third, LA Valiant in fourth, Paris in fifth, Atlanta in sixth, LA Gladiators in seventh, Dallas in eighth, Houston in ninth, Washington in 10th, Boston's in 11th, Toronto's in 12th, and Vancouver's in 13th. And when you look at the win-loss ratio, they're tied. So that's probably why they have to do the qualifiers to see who's going to go where. Okay. So, yeah.
I have some problems with this.
Let's hear your problems.
Very simple problems, okay?
Okay.
First off, I don't think Charge should have got the bye week, but that's neither here nor there. I think this tournament would be so much better if they would move Shanghai into the upper bracket. And I'll tell you why.
So let's hear it.
Because don't you think finals would be so much more interesting if it was the two best teams? And I think the two best teams right now in this tournament are on the same side of the bracket.
New York, Shanghai, or Shanghai, London?
Oh. New York, Shanghai.
Okay.
Regardless, if you move Shanghai, you get the best matchup, right?
Agreed.
So Shanghai, let's just say, I'm not, predicting the future here. They run the other side because I do think they're a better team than everybody on that side. I think there's some close matches there, but I think they do win every game. So I think they would beat Spark, Soul, and Charge, no matter who they played or when, even if they didn't get the bye. Now, Nova, I'm just saying, I'm not saying it wouldn't be close matches. I just think they're a better team. Okay, will you give me that?
New York?
No.
Shanghai?
Shanghai.
Okay.
Now, New York and London, I think New York's the second best to third best team in the league, right? I think they would run the other side. I could see arguments for London. I think New York would definitely win out of that, but I can see arguments, right? But if you just move Shanghai to the other bracket, you don't have to have that discussion. You get to see them play anyways.
Unless Shanghai had the bye week.
Yeah, because they're the best team in the tournament. I'm sorry.
To be
and
honest,
if not them, give it to New York or Spark. I don't understand why Charge guard it. I just don't understand the reasoning there.
I don't know how they got to the first place seed.
They should have hand seeded these, not... It's just so dumb to me that they didn't hand seed these, because if they would have just moved Shanghai, the finals would be so much more interesting. Because it'd be Shanghai versus the best team from the other bracket.
Nova? Thoughts? Prayers?
I mean, first, of all. I mean, Charge, they really earned that first seed spot, and I mean, if you watch them in these last couple of games, they were slacking in the beginning of their season when they started up, and we definitely were shooting them low. But then after that, they started stepping it up. Definitely, this Charge team is not the same that we've seen previously. I think they could actually give Shanghai a run for their money if they meet up in the finals. But other than that,
Let me put it this way.
Yeah.
Would you be having any problems? Let's say Charge keeps their bye, and we move either A, Spark, or B, Soul, and switch them. Don't you think that makes a better tournament? Because you still get to see Charge play them.
Well, I mean, I guess that's true. It can go either way, because either way you're gonna
stick
get
to your conviction. Stick to your conviction.
I'm just saying you're still probably gonna get your Shanghai versus New York, which I mean, people are gonna be pretty excited about that. Seoul might be able to. Well, I don't think so. I think Spark can actually fight off Seoul, but that's a different conversation.
Slow down there, Slit.
You Charge, gets to go up, and then you get Charge either going up against New York or Shanghai. So I mean, that's pretty interesting. I think that's pretty interesting.
I just like finals having the best two teams, and I'm afraid right now what's going to happen is we're going to get like the third best team or fourth best team in the finals versus the best team.
I mean, if you win, you obviously deserve it, right? So,
right, but can you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
My finals not have the two best teams in the
I hope
final.
they have loser brackets.
I get what you're saying. The placement of it, you don't agree with it, of who fights who at certain times. I can agree with that.
I just think it would have been a better tournament, because I would like to see Charge versus Shanghai. I just don't want that to be the finals.
Well, I think we can say that this is going to be an interesting tournament for the Asian region. It's a little questionable for the placements. It's kind of weird. I don't know how they did it. Just like I don't know how they do the freaking hero pools. They say it's algorithm, then they do hand drawn, or God knows what's going on behind the scenes.
Can we get some predictions?
Also, hold on. I just want to show the gauntlet.
Okay.
For the Dragons over here, they have to beat London, right?
Yeah.
Then they're going to have to beat probably New York,
Probably.
and then they have to beat probably Charge, or
Shanghai
Seoul, maybe.
They be on a tough. They got a tough road to the
I
finals.
think Charge wins that side of the bracket as it is now, because Seoul's not been playing well. So they have to play
unless they come out on top
good
like they
teams.
usually do.
I'm just saying they have to play 3 good teams to win the finals, when really Charge only has to play 1 and New York only has to play 2. And if London beats Shanghai, London has the roughest road. If they were able
London
to beat
and Seoul, London and Shanghai have the toughest road, because they have to go against 2 top tier, Asian region teams, and then just keep on fighting.
well, Hunters too. So if any of the 3 low tier teams come out on this, they win through the gauntlet, man. Literally. That's I think New York makes it to the. I think New York or Shanghai wins this. Whoever wins that matchup wins the tournament.
Wow. Okay, so we got New York / Shanghai for the JTs. Nova, what are you thinking?
I'm feeling Spark comes out against Seoul.
Okay.
Not the whole
I was
side.
like, dang, man.
I was like, man.
Balls.
But
man.
I think Spark can give Charge a run for their money. But I think Charge could come through on the top for that ranking right
They
there.
have the easiest road by far.
Yeah.
They have to play no offense to Spark or Soul, lesser team compared to the other side of the bracket. The other side of the bracket's a bunch of heavy hitters.
They also only play like 1, maybe 2 matches if they win. That's it.
For London though, I think they're definitely going to struggle against Shanghai. I mean, I was watching them play against Spark. last weekend, and Spark punched them in the mouth and said, "Sit down." And Spark is nothing like Shanghai. So Shanghai, I don't think they should have a problem with London. They should be able to move on. New York versus oh my gosh, Chengdu though.
Right?
I think Chengdu can actually give New York a little bit run for their money, because they went up against Guangzhou and took it to like a game 5. And Chengdu is known for their core is they have to be aggressive no matter what. Even if they're on defense, they have to be aggressive against New York. They can't get comfortable whatsoever.
But New York, that's like New York's bread and butter. Come to us and we'll kill you.
Unless you have a standout player and then you're struggling.
No. It's just that standout player is like on. Yeah, then we're struggling. Luckily for us, it doesn't happen there.
I mean,
next 2 matches,
that's where it'll happen.
It's Shanghai. It's gonna be a problem.
Watch out for Fleta there.
Okay, so out of the top bracket, who makes it out of Spark and Soul? I'm saying
Spark.
I'm saying Soul. Barely, but I'm saying Soul. I'm going game 5 Soul.
I'm saying I don't care. I don't. Okay, between your 2 teams in Charge, because I'm picking Charge out of that side of the bracket to go.
Okay.
Let me see. I can go with. I could see Soul making like a comeback and winning. I don't see them winning the finals, but I could see them winning against the Charge. Barely.
Okay, so I think it goes Soul, and then they lose to Charge. There's going to be some disappointment.
I could see that. I mean, I'm hoping, as a Soul fan, that they're going to beat Charge. I could see it. They've done it before. I could see him do it again.
So Nova.
Yeah.
You said Spark's making it. Spark, Charge. Who wins?
I think Charge can still beat Spark though. So I think Charge comes out still.
Okay. So is everyone saying Charge makes it to finals?
No, I said Soul.
Okay.
Gosh.
I'm sticking with it. I have to.
I think
I'm wearing the hoodie. I have to.
I think Soul might make it.
Thank you.
To semis, but then they get bopped.
It's like I could see it go either way, but I'm going with my Lions.
Okay. So bottom side of the bracket, New York Hunters.
New York. That's easy.
New York too.
I think that can be a struggle match right there. Like I said, if Chengdu...
That's a struggle match?
Yeah, I'm
New
telling
York
you.
deserves to get eliminated.
When I was watching Chengdu versus Guangzhou and went to game 5, this Chengdu team, when they flash their teeth or whatever, flash their fangs or whatever, they're pretty ferocious. Yeah. Don't underestimate these
Hit them
pandas.
with their bamboo sticks. Watch out for that.
But New York, I think they have the edge though. You know what I mean? So
Shanghai,
New York
versus London.
That's gonna be a really good match.
I don't know, man.
Shanghai though. That's not even a question. It's gonna be good. It ain't gonna be no sweep.
Yeah, I love London, but
it's Shanghai.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that is by far the most likely upset. By the way.
Shanghai, London?
Yes.
Agreed. I could see London doing the London, which is the impossible, and beating Shanghai, but I think
if anyone out of the bracket is going to surprise me, it will be London. And if London's red hot and everyone's on, then I think New York will have their hands full. Because I think it will be New York, Shanghai in the next.
I think they're going to have their hands full against whoever wins that matchup. Because they've already played against Shanghai before, haven't they?
Yes.
They got I wouldn't say stop, but they got beat.
Right, but what I'm saying is tournaments are different, right? You can throw everything out the window for the most part.
There's no hero pools, so
yeah, which greatly affects New York, by the way.
in a positive way.
No, in a hugely negative. Every other week they don't get to play with Reinhardt, which is their best hero.
Right, but there's no hero pools for the tournament, so they can play with Reinhardt.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's a great advantage for New York that they get to play the same matchup.
That's what I was saying. I was like, that's a
we
good
agree
thing.
Then.
Yeah,
I was like, that's a good thing for New York. You're like, no, that's a negative. And then you say it's a positive. I'm like,
right
what?
My fault. No, that's a huge advantage for New York. They get to play their best meta, and they don't have to switch. I think New York makes it to the finals, and I think New York wins it.
I say Shanghai all the way. They're gonna win.
I can see that. But I'm taking New
Okay.
York.
And it's gonna be Shanghai versus Seoul.
Mhm.
Yeah, you think Shanghai? Okay, good for you.
That's
I'm going for Charge. I think they earned it. You know, they're gonna take this bye. They're gonna be able to analyze Seoul, and then going up against Shanghai. I think Shanghai coming out at the bottom tier right there. I think that's gonna be a good matchup. A lot of people are like, "What? Charge versus Dragons?" But no, I think that's good.
Yeah, Dragon's gonna eat them. Whoever it is, they're gonna beat them. Okay. And then we have to wait till the qualifier bracket comes out concretely for the North American region. But just for, just quickly, who do you guys think is going to make it to the finals? 2 teams. Go.
Dallas.
Shoot.
God bless America.
You need to
Get out.
think about that.
Go home. Be ashamed of yourself. Unbelievable.
Dang, I don't know. I would have
Dallas,
to see.
Atlanta.
I would have to see
God,
the brackets. I think brackets can definitely change. You know what I mean?
But who are you hoping?
Hoping. I mean, I would love Philly to get to the finals to show like, hey, we are the number 1 team, and then maybe Paris or Shock gets there. I would love Philly versus Shock because then they could be like, hey, if we beat you, just wait till the actual championships or whatever, or something
What's
like
that
you know what I mean?
I'm gonna say Florida is gonna be spicy and start showing
All right, we're done
everybody,
here.
hey,
Yeah, close.
We're done
we
here.
got
I'm
this.
serious. We're done here. Hey, everyone.
then-
Thanks for joining us today.
Then
And
San Francisco.
I think
That's one
this was a great prediction of this tournament. Someone's lost their mind, but we're ending it here. So please like and subscribe, hit the bell, watch
Hold
all
on,
our
guys.
other
I
videos.
wasn't done with my predictions. Notice me.
That's Nova.
made it done,
I don't know
please.
where he is.
Guys,
I'm
wait.
somewhere.
I think Florida's gonna win all the way. That's what I think's gonna
Good.
happen.
Zeus. I'm
God.
JT.
Guys, it's
I've
Florida.
been a co-host today.
Florida's gonna win.
I'm Nova.
Florida for the win!
Bye.
Florida!
Bye.